Today's the day almost everyone is back at work and most of the kids are back in school. The new year has officially started, the traffic is back up, and we start our rhythm with our new goals and our new mindset and our new resolutions and our new fresh, clean, clear year in front of us. So what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with this year? People who win intentionally. Winning is not an accidental thing. They never interview someone at the end of the Super Bowl and say, "How did you win?" And he says, "I don't know, I just got off the bus and it just happened." No, it's an intentional act. As a matter of fact, it's a whole series of intentional acts that get you to be world class in your category. You're world class in your career, you're world class in your marriage, you're world class in your parenting, you're a world class mom. It's an intentional act. It doesn't just accidentally happen. People choose to put things into their life, behaviors, habits, and they choose to change to get better. And by the way, if you've not chosen to get better, you have by default chosen to get worse, because nothing stays the same. You're either growing or you're dying, baby. And every relationship you're in is either growing or it's dying. Everything you're doing is either growing or dying. It's either getting better or it's getting worse. And a lot of it has to do with your choice. Well, I have big dreams. Good. What are you going to do about them? I like having big dreams, but if you stop there, you're what's known as a dreamer, which is not someone most of us want dating our daughter. You don't want to just be a dreamer. You want to be a doer. It starts with a dream, but a dream with work clothes on is called a goal. It's not a resolution that's gone by Valentine's Day. You can't find any room in the gym this week, but by Valentine's Day, every machine will be open, no problem. Just wait a few weeks. It'll drop off a cliff, and you'll have all your machines back if you keep going. Goals that work must be specific. They must be measurable. They must have a time limit. I want to lose some weight this year. It's measurable, but not specific and doesn't have a time limit. I want to lose 30 pounds in 90 days. Now we have the beginnings of a goal. It's specific, it's measurable, and has a time limit. Has to be your goal. My wife wants me to lose 30 pounds. You're not going to do it. Not going to do it at all. My mom always wanted me to be a dentist. I don't want to be your patient. I don't want you. I don't want to be hanging out with people living other people's goals through their body. No, live your goals. What is it you own? What is it that juices your brain up and makes you go, I gotta go do that. I can't not do it. I know this is a double negative, but I don't care. It's my show. I can't not do it. You can't keep me from doing it. I have to do it. And lastly, goals should be in writing. Now, some of you have heard me talk about this over the last couple of weeks, but some of you are just rejoining the show because you've been on vacation. And so I want to make sure you have clearly written, specific, measurable goals with a time limit. I want to get out of debt. When? Give it a time limit. Specific. How much debt are you going to pay off in this calendar year? When are you going to complete your debt snowball? When are you going to be a millionaire? When are you going to be a 10 millionaire, a decamillionaire? When are you going to double your income? What have you got to do that? When are you going to lose that weight? When are you going to increase the quality of that relationship? When are you going to increase your spiritual walk? Increase your connectivity to God? When are you going to get rid of that temper? What are you going to do? What's your deal this year? Now, there's 7 areas that Zig Ziglar and many others used to say. They called it the wheel of life, that you need to set goals in all these different areas. You need goals in these 7 areas. Write them down unless you're driving, in which case you can just turn the podcast on later and listen back. There's 7 areas you need goals in. You need financial goals, and of course we're going to talk about those on the Dave Ramsey Show. You need intellectual goals. How long has it been since you've read a book? The average millionaire reads a nonfiction book a month and can't tell you who got thrown off the island. Very few millionaires know anything about the Kardashians. They didn't even know there were any. but they've read a book. Pick up a book and read it. What are you doing with your intellectual goals? Are you taking a class this year? If you're not getting smarter in a culture and in business where the speed of change is blinding, if you're not getting smarter every day, by definition, you're getting dumber because you're getting left behind. Left behind. And then you can blame it on the systemic problems caused by the Republicans if you want. But you got left behind because you didn't read a book. Read a book. Matter of fact, read a nonfiction book a month. How many books are you going to read this year? Family goals. What are your nurturing goals for your family? What are your time spent goals? What are the letters you're going to write to family members this year? Spiritual goals. You can read through the Bible this year. You're going to start attending church. You're going to start walking with God. Maybe you need to reset some of that. Physical goals. Almost every one of us have some physical goals. Mine involves many fewer chocolate chip cookies. Many fewer. And boy, do I need to get off the chocolate chip cookies. Y'all pray for me. I love chocolate chip cookies. And my body shows it. It's bad. You know what makes you look thinner than wearing black? Being thinner. There you go. I'll help you with that. Career goals. I hate my job. How long are you going to stay there? When are you going to start listening to Ken Coleman and learn how to do a proper resume, how to do a proper interview, how to get in proximity with the Proximity Principle, #1 best-selling book, and get the job that you love? Why would you work somewhere for 30 freaking years with the people you hate? I like what I do, but the people are toxic. Then get out of there. You know, what is this? Punishment? It doesn't have to be toil. You could, I have to make less money. Why? Why do you always have to make less money to live your dreams? Well, who started that rumor? Usually living your dreams involves making more money. Find a different way to do it. What are your career goals? What are your social goals? My wife used to tell my kids all these cliches growing up, old-fashioned cliches. You want to have friends, you need to be a friend. I mean, how long has it been since you invited someone over for dinner? How long has it been since you actually had dinner at your house? There's an idea. Saves a lot of money, by the way, versus eating out every night. You have social goals? You have any friends? Maybe you need more friends. Maybe you need to go deeper with some friends you've got. You need to set goals in those 7 areas, and they need to be specific, measurable, have a time limit in writing, and they need to be your goals. That gets your year started, baby. Game on.